Patriots, I apologise beforehand if I get a bit emotional in this video. I am very angry and very frustrated. As you know, I'm being sued by a major, probably the biggest transport company in Australia. I just avoided prison on Friday by that much for breaching a contempt or order with the company. I'm also in the process of being sued by Stan, Village, Roadshow and Channel 9 for using their name out of a TV show, the new Romper Stomper TV show, which was based on us anyway, but I'm being sued by them. I was the first person ever charged and convicted under the Religious Tolerance Act of 2001. I received a conviction and a $2,000 fine along with Chris and Blair. The state, they want to break me. They want to lock me up. They're sick of me causing all this trouble. I'm not breaking any laws and they don't like it, so what they do is they kind of create laws, or they try and bend the rules so they can kind of shut me up. And I'm not going to shut up. I've had enough. I'm not going to shut up. December 4 last year, myself and 4 others, Cook's Convicts members, went to the Milo Yiannopoulos event in Melbourne. Now, Milo Yiannopoulos, I don't agree with everything he says, but we went there to support him and his freedom of speech. The left went there to bash anyone that disagreed with them. Now, we could see that from their signs, bash the fash. Apex were throwing rocks at us, rocks and glass bottles, shoes even. They were throwing them at the police. Not one of them was charged, of course. The left, Antifa, was standing there off the road, okay? There was no way for us to get to the venue without crossing this road. We crossed the road. There was a clear path. We were approached and attacked by Antifa. The police stood there for 40 seconds and did nothing. And as you know, in a fight, 40 seconds can seem like an eternity. We had to defend ourselves from Antifa, okay? And the police did nothing. A month later, 20 days later, I get a knock at the door. There's about 20-odd police officers in riot gear. They raided my home in front of my family. They took my mobile phone, they took my clothes. They also simultaneously raided 4 other guys, Patriots. Raided their home, same thing with guns and everything. They were actually quite polite, I'll give them that. But they raided my home. We were charged with numerous offences, affray, behaving in a riotous manner. I got 2 charges of assault with a weapon and 2 normal standard unlawful assault charges. Many of the other boys got around the same charges as me. Now, the police have shown a pattern of allowing Antifa to beat us up. Now, I'm just going to rewind really quickly. April 4, 2015, I attended that rally, the first Reclaim Australia rally. The first big rally where right-wingers were out in the streets in Melbourne. And the left, I watched them with my own eyes. I filmed it on my camera. I don't have the footage on me at the moment, but I filmed it on my camera of Antifa belting old grandmas, patriotic mums and dads, old men, young girls, spitting on them, belting them in the streets. Not one was charged. Not one was charged with a fray. It was done in front of the police, in front of news cameras. Not one was fucking charged. Fast forward to May 31st, the United Patriots Front's first street rally. We rallied outside of Stephen Jolly's office at the Richmond Town Hall. As we were going up to the steps of the town hall, we had batteries, rocks thrown right at us. If you were there that day, you would remember. We got up to the steps and Antifa proceeded to belt us. No one was charged with a fray, no one was charged with riotous behaviour or assault. July 18, Reclaim Australia rally. Melbourne. Massive amount of Antifa members attacked Mum and Dad Patriots for simply having Australian flags. The footage was all over the news. It was on the front page of the Herald Sun. They belted anyone that couldn't get into that rally. They had to be sprayed by the police. Bendigo, Antifa come there. I seen a guy right next to me get hit in the head with a megaphone. Split his head right open there. Right open. No one was charged with a fray or behaving in a riotous manner. No assault charges. That was allowed. There was many other rallies, including 2016, April 2016. I was outside a Scotch church. I was filming. I didn't even say anything. I was just filming the left, having a protest, in front of police. And all these assaults happened right in front of the police, in front of cameras. I was dragged to the ground by 7 anarchists who proceeded to kick me in the head. They broke some of my ribs. They split open my forehead. Nothing was done. No charges. They arrested the guys and let them go. They got their names, but they never charged them. The halal incident where Gary Hume and a few others from Party for Freedom were at this halal festival, and the Antifa literally got off a tram and ran at them and just started belting them in front of cameras. They were arrested. They got their names. No one was charged with a fray, riotous behaviour or assault. This goes on all the time in Melbourne. All the time. I'm not even including New South Wales or interstate things, which Dan Evans was stabbed in the back 3 times and they actually got off. But that's New South Wales business. July 18, the police commissioner outright lied on 3AW. He stated that the bus bringing mum and dad patriots down from Sydney to Melbourne for the July 18 rally was carrying guns and knives. Outright lie. Check it out.
We've got New South Wales Police searched the bus of one of those groups, found a firearm, found, I think, a knife or something like that, certainly found a firearm.
No gun, no knife was ever found on that bus. Outright lie. This is political policing. And as you can see in this footage here of the Assistant Police Commissioner, Stephen Lee. Check it out.
The riot came in smaller numbers, and there was a group of them who we've known for some time, who decided that they'd come and disrupt the counter-protest or the anti-protest, and they set about early is to agitate and involve, and some of those earlier on was trying to push their way through the left protesters and creating as much drama as they could. They were certainly...
We stormed into the left, did we? Crossing a road. This is political policing. And he also goes on to say that they had to protect the aggressors.
It would be 30 or 50. It was a reasonably small number, so they certainly came aggressive. At the 30 or 50, I think they backed off and reassessed their position, and sadly, for the whole of the Victorian community, we spent a lot of time with our police actually protecting those demonstrators from the others.
You mentioned that...
This is what I am talking about. The political policing. They've allowed this to happen. By not charging the perpetrators of crime, have allowed them to intimidate people exercising their legal right to protest. They have allowed the left to dictate who can go out there and protest. The numbers drop at our rallies. Why? Because the left attack us. Why do they attack us? Because the police allow them to attack us. They don't charge them. But when I was arrested and charged recently for the Milo Yiannopoulos event, the reasons behind that was because it was on video and it was in front of the police. Every other fucking rally we went to where the left attacked us was right in front of the police, was right on video. Why haven't they been charged? We're going to get Stephen Lee, the Assistant Police Commissioner, the Police Commissioner, Graham Ashton, we're going to get them on the stand because this is related, okay? This shows a pattern of police biasness towards patriots, and I'm pissed. So June 8, the Melbourne Magistrates Court, come down, take the day off work. I'll buy you a coffee. Come down. Let's show the system. Let's show these globalists, these New World Order state troopers, that we're not going to put up with it anymore. They want to lock me up. They want to lock us all up because we simply say what we believe. Okay? This is not the state I grew up in. This is something different, and it fucking stinks. Catch us.